Have you ever been with someone, a friend, a family member, a coworker, and even though their words are friendly, your gut is screaming that something is wrong? It's a subtle discomfort, an intuition whispering that behind their smile, something dark is hiding. You're not imagining it. The legendary psychoanalyst Carl Jung identified a core concept of the human mind he called the shadow. The shadow is the hidden part of ourselves, the corner of our psyche where we shove everything we deny, our insecurities, our rage, our envy, our resentment. Most people try to keep their shadow locked away, but when it comes to feelings of secret hatred, it always finds a way to leak out. The signs are there, subtle but unmistakable. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on 8 of these unmistakable signs that someone close to you harbors hostile feelings, even if they put on the performance of a lifetime to hide it. Pay close attention, because sign number 8 is the most insidious of all. It's the one that bypasses words entirely and could fundamentally change the way you see certain people in your life forever. If you're ready to learn how to read the hidden language of resentment, make sure you subscribe to Refueling Minds and join our Telegram channel so you don't miss our next deep dive into personal and spiritual growth. Now, let's begin. The first sign is contempt disguised as irony. Hidden hostility rarely announces itself. Instead, it often wears the mask of a joke. This is the person who loves to use sarcastic jabs, biting irony, or backhanded compliments, always aimed at things they know you're sensitive about. Imagine you share a new project you're proud of, and they say, "Oh, that's cute. Trying to save the world again?" When you get visibly hurt or try to point it out, they immediately deploy their get-out-of-jail-free card. "Hey, I was only joking," or the classic, "Don't be so touchy. You need to learn how to take a joke." This is a brilliant and subtle tactic because it puts you on the defensive. Suddenly, you're the problem for not having a sense of humor. But in reality, as the source states, repeated irony about the same sensitive topics is a clear sign of hidden contempt. If their jokes consistently leave you feeling humiliated, belittled, or small, it's not humor. It's aggression with a laugh track. Jung argued that this is a classic case of shadow projection. When someone repeatedly attacks an aspect of your personality with irony, they are unconsciously revealing a part of themselves they can't accept, or a quality in you they secretly envy. It's their own shadow, and they're trying to pin it on you. The second sign is the hidden sabotage. This sign is much harder to spot, because it's disguised as incompetence or forgetfulness. If someone close to you feels threatened by your growth or success, they may try to sabotage you in quiet, deniable ways. This isn't about dramatic movie villain schemes, it's about the small things. It's the friend who forgets to pass on an important message about a deadline. It's the family member who inadvertently complicates things for you right before a big event. Or maybe they give you misleading advice that sounds good on the surface, but ultimately holds you back. A single instance is just a mistake, but the source urges us to look for a pattern. Do these accidents happen repeatedly? Do they consistently occur at the most crucial moments, right when you're about to achieve something? That's when you need to start questioning if it's truly a coincidence. Jung explained that this behavior often stems from a person's inability to face their own failures. Instead of dealing with their own shortcomings, they unconsciously project their frustration onto you, hindering your progress so they don't have to feel inferior. They aren't just sabotaging your success, they're sabotaging the painful feelings your success brings up in them. Sign number 3 is about the silent competition. You just got a promotion and you're excited to share the news. But when you tell this person, they don't even pause to congratulate you. Instead, they immediately respond with, "That's great. My boss just gave me an even bigger project." Every single one of your victories becomes a setup for them to one-up you. This is silent competition. It's a constant, unspoken battle where they cannot allow you to have the spotlight, not even for a moment. This behavior, the source explains, arises from deep insecurities. They can't tolerate seeing you shine because your success forces them to confront their own feelings of inadequacy, and it calls their self-esteem into question. If every single conversation you have with this person feels like a contest, it is a massive sign of unexpressed resentment. Jung's theory of shadow projection fits perfectly here. He argued that people project onto others the qualities they feel they lack but wish they had. So when they see you succeeding, they don't see a friend to celebrate. They see a mirror reflecting what they haven't achieved. To protect their ego, they must either downplay your accomplishment or inflate their own. Sign 4 is superficial support. This is one of the most confusing signs because on the surface, it doesn't look like hate. It just looks absent. This is the person who offers superficial but ultimately unworkable support. When you're going through a difficult time and truly need help, they are masters of minimizing the problem or making excuses for why they can't be there. You'll hear things like, "You'll be fine, it's not that big of a deal," or "I'd love to help, but I'm just so busy." Conversely, when you achieve a major success, their enthusiasm is noticeably forced or completely non-existent. You'll get a flat, hollow, "Oh, that's great," before they quickly move on. This attitude becomes especially evident during the key moments of your life, both the highs and the lows. If you notice a pattern where someone close to you is consistently unavailable or reacts with indifference to your most important achievements or difficulties, it's a strong indication that they may not have genuinely positive feelings for you. Jung spoke of a mechanism called ego dissociation, which causes some people to be emotionally disconnected from others. This can manifest as a coldness and a fundamental inability to support those around them, no matter what they say. Their support is a hollow placeholder for the real thing. And while it's not always easy to recognize at first, over time, that emptiness becomes impossible to ignore. If you're getting value from this video and these insights are resonating with you, the best way to make sure you get more content like this is to subscribe to the Refueling Minds channel and our Telegram channel. We're constantly exploring topics for personal and spiritual growth, and we don't want you to miss what's next. Also, creating this content is our passion. Okay, let's get back to the signs. Next up is sign number 5. Control disguised as caring. This one is insidious because it masquerades as help. Some people attempt to dominate your life under the guise of doing it for your own good. They tell you what you should do. They criticize your choices, and they constantly cast doubt on your ability to make your own decisions. Their advice isn't meant to support you. It's meant to make you dependent on them. They'll never say things like, "I'm only saying this because I care about you." But the underlying message is, you can't trust yourself, so you need to trust me. Key indicator to identify this manipulation. How do they make you feel? Does their loving advice leave you feeling empowered and more confident? Or does it leave you feeling more insecure, more doubtful, and smaller than before? If it's the latter, you're not being cared for, you're being controlled. Jung argued that this intense need to control others often stems from a deep internal fear. These are people who cannot manage their own inner chaos and uncertainty. So, to create a sense of order, they try to govern the lives of those around them. They're not fixing you, they're using you to fix themselves. The 6th sign is the spreading of criticism and gossip. People who harbor negative feelings toward you rarely have the courage to say it to your face. Instead, they become masters of the indirect attack. They talk about you to others, spreading criticism, negative information, and distorted versions of the truth. This behavior is particularly damaging because you often feel the consequences before you even know what's happening. You might notice friends or colleagues suddenly acting colder or avoiding you, all without a clear explanation. That's the power of gossip. False or exaggerated rumors are a potent tool for someone with a grudge because they slowly undermine your reputation and isolate you from your social circle. Carl Jung explained that the need to discredit others is often an unconscious attempt to feel better about oneself. People who are dissatisfied or feel inferior try to balance those feelings by casting others in a bad light. Those who speak badly of you are probably revealing more about themselves than about you. Their words aren't a reflection of who you are. They are a direct reflection of their own insecurities and frailties. Sign number 7 is a lack of joy in your successes. Think about your true friends. When you achieve something, they are your biggest cheerleaders. They celebrate with you because your success feels like a win for them too. Now, think about the person who holds a grudge. When you share good news, their reaction is noticeably cold. You might get a flat, detached, "Oh, that's great," before they immediately change the subject. Or they might actively try to downplay your achievement with phrases like, "Well, it's not that important," or "I did something similar a while ago." This inability to rejoice for you reveals a deep, unresolved internal conflict. According to Jung's theories, your success acts as a painful reminder of their own shortcomings, or what they haven't been able to achieve. It's not that they wish you ill exactly, it's that they can't handle the feelings your success triggers within them. If you notice someone consistently showing annoyance or indifference instead of happiness for your victories, it's highly likely that deep down they feel something very different from friendship. The 8th sign is the body never lies. Nonverbal language. We've arrived at the final and most powerful sign. This is where the truth comes out, even when the mouth is saying all the right things. Hidden hatred manifests itself not in words, but in involuntary attitudes and nonverbal signals. A person can say, "I'm so happy for you," but the body always betrays their deepest emotions. You have to learn to watch for the details. It's the forced smile that doesn't reach their eyes. It's the sudden, tense silence when a room was just filled with laughter. It's a fleeting glance away at the exact moment they should be making eye contact. Pay attention to their body. When you talk about a success, do their hands stiffen? Does their posture become closed off? Does the tone of their voice change, becoming just a little higher or flatter when they pay you a compliment? Jung argued that the body and the unconscious never lie. A person's conscious mind can put on a mask, but the body will always respond to their true, raw emotions. This is why that gut feeling we talked about at the beginning is so important. When you sense a persistent tension, discomfort, or coldness from someone, trust your instincts. Your intuition may have picked up a signal that your conscious mind is still trying to rationalize away. Words can be deceptive, but body language and the smallest details will always reveal the truth. Thank you for following us on this journey into the human psyche. Which of these signs resonated with you the most? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We read them all. See you in the next video.